Hey, I'm Eni, and if you don't know me by now, I like to do tarot readings for fun. If you're not into that type of thing, that's totally fine. You can scroll on through. I really don't care. I'm just here to spread my light. So, as usual, take what resonates, leave the rest. If, the reading's not for you, that's totally fine. Not every reading that comes across your page is for you, you know? Use your discernment. Anyway, so I shuffled. Well, first, I felt drawn to pull from my Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck, which is exciting because usually I don't feel a pull from this deck a whole lot, and I like this deck. I like the art a lot, so sometimes I get excited about pulling from it. So far, messages aren't necessarily bad, but they're just more like, here's like this like thing that's going on with you. And it's like, all right, well, be what it be. Anyway, so Seven of Presents, right? Investments. Something we've been working on the long term, the long haul. Seems like we're going in a positive direction. Which is somebody's loss. Four Wands in reverse. They have to admit defeat with the five of needles in reverse. The seven of needles. Oh well, hold on. It seems like Spirit. Oh god, Spirit's talkative. Hold on. Spirit's not done. Spirit has something to say. Hold on, let me pull the cards and see what the fuck Spirit wants to confide. Jesus. Okay. Three of Swords. It's 70. Okay, hold on. We got the Four of Wands in reverse, Five of Needles in reverse, Seven Needles upright, Knight of Needles upright, Three of Needles in reverse. The Fool in reverse. Okay, so this is someone the collective has been dealing with. Investment in yourself, and because it's because you invested in this is weird. So you invested in yourself, right? Which for some reason is like somebody's downfall. It's like people didn't want you to see like your own self-worth, your own like possibilities, but people invested against you because they were investing in hoping that you didn't see your self-worth, basically. And it seems like people are recognizing you as basically being someone worth investing in, and that's just like someone's loss, like a loss in the community. And with the Five of Swords, the Seven of Needles, it's like it feels like someone's like backfired, like someone's own deception was like backfired upon them. Because they tried to take an opportunity to try and like break your heart, but like you healed through it though. It's like they hurt you, but you overcame it though. But their plan was to just like cause heartbreak. The Sun. Let me get this one. All right, so I went through the Fool deck, and this is kind of a bit of a story. So basically, a new cycle started, right? And this cycle has started with basically with the what I got is the Eight of Needles, the Five of Potions, and the King of Wands. And what I get is basically this could be X energy. It feels like X energy, but also like a group of people like have to sit back and watch some sort of masculine come in and like it feels like help grieve over something with the Five of Potions in reverse. It's like these people have to watch like this like King of Candles help like repair or help fix or help heal like the collective of some sort of way. It seems like more emotional because it's cups, so I'm assuming it's something emotional. because these people with the six of presents in reverse and the ace of presents in reverse, these people worked against the collective, just took. They took so many things, and they were trying to get as much as they could out of the collective, because it was like they knew the collective like was either abundant or had abundant energy, but they were just basically using and abusing that. Collective eventually cut onto this with the Ten of Candles and dropped these people slash person off, and these people are completely imbalanced. This feels more like an X energy, because it's like this person with the Four of Presents cannot let go of the collective and is like imbalanced and feels like they just feel very reliant off the collective. Um, it's like they want to communicate with the Eight of Candles. Is like there's little to no communication, because um, these people, I'm not sure. This feels, it's like so it's like definitely feels like this masculine energy, like this main masculine energy, but also there's like energies tied to it, like around it. So it feels like it feels tied to one masculine in particular, but feels like it's affecting other. It feels like masculines and feminines that this masculine's tied to. Basically, they're manifesting with the magician and the Wheel of Fortune reverse with the Eight of Potions. You let these people to have their karma manifested. You had to leave these people in order for their karma to get manifested. That's what they're experiencing. That's judgment. They're facing judgment for their actions they had against you, because they installed the Five of Wands, a lot of conflict in your life, and now these people are facing conflict in their life, a lot of conflict in their life. A lot of conflict. Yep. And they're being judged for it as we speak. Um, Meanwhile, you got the Knight of Potions to the King of Needles. And I'm getting with that is like, this feels like the King of Wands energy, so this masculine is both intellectual and like confident. So that's nice. Meanwhile, feels like this main masculine energy, seems like X energy, is taking a loss with a Queen of Candles and an Empress, both in the reverse. Or is it two? Is it two? Okay. So this could be a fire sign feminine who is just very insecure, and very aggressive. Yeah, I'm just getting insecure and aggressive, and she embodies all the queens of the deck in the reverse. So she's awful. She's awful. Um, this main masculine, this X energy, is suffering a loss with her, and it's like the Two of Potions in reverse, to the Ten of Potions in reverse, to the Five of Pentacles. Um, this relationship is not going well. They might break up. I don't know. I can't tell if they're gonna break up or if they're just gonna tolerate each other and be miserable. I can't tell. I just know if either way, the outlook does not look good. Or maybe it's like they feel like they're stuck with each other, because if they're stuck with each other, like if they like leave each other and they're like in the Five of Presence energy, they'll be desolate, is what I hear. I'm out in the cold. Suffer big financial losses. So they could just be miserable with each other and just tolerate each other just for stability. Yikes. Anyway, this masculine in the past, sex energy, Nine of Wands reverse to the Six of Potions. He needs to learn something that he did in his past. He's supposed to learn something. Because of something he did in the past to affect your Nine of Presence energy, your stability, your financial stability, your success, which was a mistake with the Two of Needles, and he did this with the energy of the Hierophant in reverse, just like went all out and broke, just violated laws to do so, to do this, to affect your energy, your success. He's trapped in the Hangman energy. He might be, it seems like he might be, well, it's Hangman upright, so he could be seeing things from a perspective and realizing, oh, maybe he fucked up. But regardless, like, how these two are, how Santa Claus is hanging and they're like the little monster dude has like the candle, he's like venturing off, leaving the Santa Claus to be hanged. That's kind of the energy I'm getting, is you were letting this man hang by him God himself, and you were taking your candle and you're venturing off and being like, you know what? See you later, motherfucker. Good fucking luck. That is the energy that I feel like we're getting with that. He failed a cycle, this masculine energy, with the world in reverse. He failed it by going with this feminine energy, this is the Empress in reverse energy. She comes out as well as the High Priestess in reverse, someone who's very dark, like spiritually dark. Their plan failed because they had a plan together to get you rejected, and they worked with the Eight of Presents. They worked really hard to put you in the energy of the Nine of Needles and the Devil upright. They worked really hard to get you to stay in toxic cycles and just be completely. They wanted you emotionally, mentally unstable. They didn't want you. It's like these people didn't want you to be coherent at all. But that did not work with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. That failed. That was their goal. But now it seems like they're suffering a bad beginning. Go through the other deck. Okay, so here's what I got with this deck with the Sun upright. I get is like the sun is like something is being exposed currently with part of this, which is what part of this is their bad cycle, is some truth being exposed. It got Strength in reverse, Ace of Candles in reverse, and the Knight of Presents upright. What I get was when this truth gets exposed, it's going to make these people look really insecure and affect their possibilities in the future going forward. Especially if it's any sort of like, could be creative opportunity going forward. It will affect some blockages for some sexual health problems are a thing. And it's like, because with the Knight of Presents, and then I got the Seven of Potions with the Ten of Needles, it's like your consistent workflow is somehow exposing these people that went up against you. It's like when I get with the Knight of Pentacles and the Sun and everything, and the Seven of Potions, is I get, it's like you are by your work ethic, you are exposing all these different lies and schemes that were said about you, is what I get. And so it's all about basically a Ten of Swords, like basically trying to bring an ending to you. It's like you're exposing how these lies and manipulation tactics are just not true. And these lies were said to try and stop you with the Chariot in reverse, but the Lovers upright. These lies and this betrayal was done to try and stop you from having any sort of romantic relationship. But it seems like you're in hermit mode. Even though you're in hermit mode, you're still calling to this. You still have this lover's energy. So it's like these people still, they didn't succeed with the Chariot reverse. It's like they tried to stop it, but also they didn't succeed with ruining this. Hearing this union. And then I get the Six of Needles in reverse, to the Ace of Needles, and the King of Potions in reverse. I get this is the X energy, is upset because he can't move on from the fact that you have seen through his ass. His emotional manipulating ass. He's like, cannot get over the fact that you saw right through him. You saw the clarity of him and who he is. Instead, there is I got the Emperor, the Page of Needles, Knight of Candles, Three of Potions. There is an Emperor that wants to come forward. He has like a plan to come forward. He wants to come forward very passionately and have a celebration with you, some sort of get together. Like it could be at an event. Just he wants to like have a good time. Wants to make a good first impression as well too, is what I'm hearing. And this X energy I feel like knows about on some level and just cannot get over it with the Six of Needles in reverse. Read it. Read it. Okay. It says no. Okay. Okay. So this is like... So far in this reading talks mainly about a masculine, but also people tied to this masculine who went up against you. Okay. Then we got some romantic interest going up in here as well too. Alright, alright. Is there anything else about the situation you want to share? Is there anything else we need to know? Is there anything else we need to know? Queen of Pentacles. Two of Potions in reverse. Four of Potions cross. Four of Needles. And Justice. Okay. On the surface of what I got, these people are upset that they lost to the collective, which is the Queen of Presents. They wanted to try and take away the collective's Four of Wands, their union, their celebration, their home. Just wanted the collective to be miserable, really. They just like really want the collective to just be completely miserable. They tried to go after love connections with the Two of Potions in reverse. And I guess on the level they did affect one relationship. I guess the ex relationship was affected. Because that didn't work out. But that, wasn't really a loss though either. So there's that. For a Potions cross, it's cross underneath the Seven of Needles and the Knight of Needles. And what I get with that is there is an opportunity for you, collective, or there's like a joyous outcome to be beholden towards you because of how you overcame the betrayal that these people went at you with any opportunity they possibly fucking could. It seems like these people are getting rejected due to their deception and their betrayal towards you. So it seems like the roles have reversed now. It seems like originally at one point you were the rejected person. Now, like, because of how this is being exposed, it seems like the roles are not getting reversed. Now it's like you're being the accepted one, and these people are being rejected. And that is justice for what has been what these individuals have done to you in the past. You were in the Four of Needles. You were healing, just kind of resting, meditating. These people are in the Nine of Presents, energy in reverse. These people are not succeeding. Some people are becoming very unstable financially. Could also be emotionally, but we're doing presence, so definitely more so financially. Yeah, they're not seeing any reward for going against you. They are experiencing losses. Oof. Okay. There's a King of Needles, a narcissistic manipulator. I feel like that goes out same when I say narcissistic, though, right? Anyway, um, due to his hypocrisy, he manifested himself a five. Oh man, he manifested himself some big old changes with the Five of Presents and the Five of Candles. He manifested a bunch of conflict that's going to affect his stability. He's going to lose a lot of shit. And that's what he manifested by going with the Empress in reverse because he decided to give in to his lustful desires. Yeah, the Four of Presents in reverse. Affect this man's stability. Yeah, just because you fell into his lustful desires with the Empress in reverse. And that's just like a lot of big changes in his life. I'm hearing a couple things. So I'm trying to figure out how to word this because it's okay, so I got justice and then I got the devil. And what's interesting is I got the devil. Okay, I got justice, the devil, death, the chariot, and then these six of candles in reverse to the knight of potions. Knight of potions. And it's like I'm hearing there's some sort of like backfire if this group dibble dabbled in like spiritual shit and like dark magic, black magic, whatever you want to fucking label it as. It's like going back to them, and that's part of the justice. And it's causing transformations in their life. It could be actual, like it could be actual death. It depends on how dark they went. It really depends on how dark they went. The darker they go, the more likely it's the removal of this plane of existence. But it feels like it's be a transformation, and I don't think like if it is that it's not necessarily going to take them out. It feels like it'll take out people around them, like friends or family. Like, because if they send magic out to specifically hurt you, that magic's going back at them in the same exact way they try to implement that type amount of hurt towards you is going back onto them. So that spell work is going to target in ways that will cause the most emotional damage. And that's what I get with it's the energy of the chariot. It's going to cause a loss with the Seven of Candles, and that's because of the Knight of Potions in reverse. It's because of their envy and their jealousy. All their jealousy, their envy and jealousy is literally going to cause them major fucking losses. I got death upright. It doesn't seem like they have a choice. It seems like they're going through some sort of transformation, whether they want to or not. That's the energy I'm getting with this. With Justice and the Devil, it's like you guys, you bitches, are going through a transformation whether you want to or not. Like you're gonna experience a life lesson. Like I don't know how else to describe this. This is what I'm getting with the cards. Um, and it seems like they know that with the Ten of Candles, they are very heavily burdened by that. Um, Especially since you walked away from specifically, you walked away from them, but you specifically walked away from a King of Presents in reverse, a King of Pentacles in reverse, because he was a greedy motherfucker and just constantly took from you with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. He was no equal give and take. And I guess there's a King of Potions, another masculine that saw this, saw how you were treated, and wants to come in with he wants to come in with the Nine of Needles in reverse energy, and like he wants to take away your anxieties. He wants to bring a sense of calm and peace to you. Um, I guess this King of Potions ended connections that were making him, or viewed him as making him weak or like insecure. That was random, but I don't know how else to read that. That's what I came across as. Okay. So there's that. What is the... Let's do the final outcome regarding the situation. What is the final outcome regarding the situation? What is the final outcome regarding the situation? What is the final outcome regarding the situation? Nine of Candles. Her given. Her given surrender. To what? The Empress. Ominous. What does that mean? Her given surrender to the Empress. What does that mean? Ace of Presents. What? What? You have to give and leave something, but what? Fucking Ace of Presents, the world, and the Emperor. Fucking something's coming to a successful close with an Emperor. Then the Empress and the Emperor, they're like, there's something's going to happen. Yeah, it's okay. All right, this is interesting. Okay, so it's like divine counterparts, like the highest order, are going to come together with like the world and Ace of Pentacle. Like it's an opportunity that's going to come together to a successful close. There's a High Priestess in reverse who is trying desperately to start some immature conflict with the Page of Candles in reverse. She's working with a group of people to try and stall. Oh God. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, working with a group of people to try and install some stagnation with the. They're trying to overburden and cause a lot of conflict with the collective's new beginning with the like. Should I show TikTok? I like don't know. Anyway, but it's like the collective knows people want to interfere with this connection, like going in. So it's like they see the truth about this, and yeah, the collective specifically keeping things close to the chest and not giving out information freely with the with the six of presents in reverse is working hard to keep to themselves because there's a king of presents in reverse that the collective's trying to keep in the dark with the moon. And this is all under the guidance of spirit with the Hierophant. The Hierophant comes out as spirit to me, is basically guiding the collective through this time about basically if I'm yeah basically coming into union with this emperor. Yep, Seven of Presents in reverse. Yeah, collective knows. There's a lot of people that are that are openly investing against the this divine counterpart, this union. But it seems like collective overall will have a victory with the Six of Candles upright. Um, these people, according to Spirit, with the Four of Presents in reverse to the Magician in reverse, need to let this shit go. They will not be able to manifest this or interfere with the collective's Ten of Potions. That's cheesy. This is what I heard in my head though. Oh, it's so cheesy though, but it's just what I fucking heard. I got the Knight of Potions with the Ten of Potions, and I heard True Love will prevail. So that's like what I heard in my head. Okay. Um, and then Spirit is calling out a X energy in particular and masculine with the Five of Potions in reverse, the King of Needles in reverse, Two of Presents in reverse, the King of Candles in reverse. That's what this looks like. Um, so what I heard from Spirit was this. It comes as one masculine, the King of Candles and Needles and Candles, this narcissistic manipulator who cannot keep his dick in his pants. Um, Spirit's kind of saying to just like get over it. He's the one that ruined the connection with the collective with the Two of Presents in reverse. Oh no, I thought that was Cups. Sorry, his life is out of balance, basically. Sorry. Um, he's trying to. Oh, okay. He's trying to grieve, but his life is completely out of balance because he's out of balance. Is that it? Read it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so it's like right now, collectives in the energy of pulling themselves out of the Five of Presence energy, the coming out of like financial hardship, is working on a plan to mainly just become more stable. So they're currently sitting in the Queen of Needles in the Empress energy, so basically divine energy, but also just having just like boundaries, just high boundaries, I'm hearing standards, um, but just kind of keeping to themselves and just guarded. Um, Seven of Candles. There are people who are very immature with the Page of Needles and the Page of Potions, both in reverse. Um, okay, so it's like I'm getting a leader of some sort with like a group of cronies. Because it's the Needles has like the group, and then it's like the Page of Potions is like the one kid, and that's what in like if they're both in reverse, but if they're upright, to me it looks like they're like telling the like it to me comes across like this kid is like telling the like jock the trick or treater kids. I can't remember their names right now. I don't want to go over it. Or like telling them what to do. That's what it kind of feels like. It's like you're protected from them. It's like, and they're just like really they're pages. They're coming as pages in reverse. They're really immature, and it just doesn't seem like they have a good plan. They're just emotionally inept, and I mean, also it like you're in the Queen of Potions energy, emotionally stable. The Nine of Needles in reverse. You're not worried about these people. It's like these people want to cause you some sort of like anxiety and some sort of emotional imbalance, but you're very balanced and like you're put together. You just like you can regulate your emotions. You can think things through before you think things through before you act. You're not impulsive. You're just a really balanced person. And it seems like with the Eight of Candles, Temperance upright, the Three of Candles, and the Lovers, and the Seven of Potions, it seems like something is going to come in fast. And it's like divinely guided by Temperance. It's something that's going to bring in balance and some forward growth with the Three of Candles. Um, Seems to be something tied toward a relationship. Um, and it's going to be like with the Seven of Potions, like it's gonna be too good to be true type of scenario, is what it feels like. But that is what's coming quickly and being divinely guided. Okay. So, the recap of this reading, right? We started off with the Seven of Presents at the bottom of the deck, which talks about investments. So, collective because you chose to invest in yourself. This was a loss to people because these people did not want you to see your own self worth. They were not. They were relying on your insecurities to, I guess, help boost them. And they have to admit defeat because they came in and they came at you with nothing but deceptive behavior with the Seven of Needles, and they took every opportunity they possibly could with the Knight of Needles to install any sort of heartbreak. But you were able to heal through that with the Three of Swords in reverse. Hold on. My mic got cut off because someone decided to walk in front of my mic. Um, where was I? I got distracted by this cat. Oh yeah, they tried to install Heartbreak. Um, it seems like this group or whatever did interfere with a relationship, but honestly, it doesn't seem like it was a loss. Um, people have seen how you've overcame the betrayal that this group did against you, and it's now like people see and like see you in a new light with the four potions cross, and these people are being rejected within this community or group, whatever this was a part of. Um, these people wanted to go after your stability with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That has backfired and now affecting their Nine of Pentacles. Um, and then I got the cryptic message of give up and surrender to the Empress. That's right. That's what I got. I got that message. Can you clarify what the fuck you mean by that? what does clarify what you mean by give up and surrender to the Empress? Can you clarify on what you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Clarify, give up and surrender to the Empress. Shuffle. Shuffle. Alright. What do you mean by give up and surrender to the Empress? The fuck does that mean? Page of Needles. Ace of Candles. So, what I heard in my head was this Empress has the ideas towards passionate beginnings and can see through illusions and like I'm hearing can expose secrets, keyword can. Five of Potions. So, this collective Empress has my understanding, from what I'm hearing, has the ability to see through illusions, can expose secrets, is like able to get to, it seems like the root of emotional baggage slash pain, and can help take that pain and transform it with death for these individuals to become stronger and be able to be their own magic manifestors, to be their own magicians in their own life. And it's like people, I guess, and the people who invested against the collective have lost something. I don't know what, but they, like, before a presence, they lost something. By going against the collective, they lost something close to them, something materialistic wise. Something that they probably, realistically, probably just like money. That's probably what it is. But these people who went against the collective lost a ton of money, lost their stability. It's like, okay. So, this Empress energy. It's like this Empress sits in like the Hierophant kind of energy where it's like basically almost like it's like a teacher instructor type of energy, it feels like. Um, this Empress energy is like able to help basically help people be in touch with their inner child to help them get through rough patches that they may or may not be bottling up inside where they are repressing and not processing. And this kind of helps bring a balance into people's lives with the Justice card. Um, okay, that's what I got with that. So I guess that's I don't know if that really answered my question about what it has to do with the surrender give out to the Empress, but I guess it's what the Empress is capable of doing. I just know mainly that this Empress is the Page and Needles could talk about being inspiring, like with ideas and stuff, youthful ideas, um, that can lead to passionate beginnings. But it's something on the lines of well too that it's like this Empress can see through illusions, so it's like seeing past self imposed, like helping see through self imposed barriers we may put up, or we may put up for ourselves to protect ourselves from ourselves without knowing. So it's like I guess this Empress can help kind of tackle those self-imposed barriers. That's a lot of. I feel like it's a lot of pressure. Is this Empress a therapist? Anyway, I think that's gonna be the reading. This was a long reading. This is a long reading. Okay. I think we're ended there. I'm not gonna do a recap because I kind of did it, and then I ended up doing that Empress thing because that caught my attention. All right, take care of yourself spiritually, mentally, and physically. Know they love you. Bye.